As the story so often goes in professional sports, a young man is cast into fame and fortune.
I've never seen anything like that. Extreme scenes.
Set to face the temptations that come with newfound notoriety.
What's up, man?
UFC, man.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Unaware of how such profound achievements can change him. Nobody in the history of mixed martial arts has ever achieved the level of prosperity earned by the notorious Conor McGregor.
I'm gonna wipe out everyone in this division. I said that, and I will do it.
Undisputed featherweight champion of the world.
Ireland, baby, we did it! Yeah!
Once the simultaneous featherweight and lightweight world champion of the UFC.
This is what I dreamed into reality. To the Irish, none of the game.
King of the combat sports world. Brought to his knees by the consequences of ongoing transgressions.
Mixed martial arts fighter Conor McGregor arrested.
Strong-arm robbery.
This guy is going rogue.
Misdemeanor criminal mischief.
He's going way too far.
Cold cock's a 60-year-old guy.
He told the judge, I assure you, nothing of this nature will happen again.
Will he fight again?
But if anyone can rise from the ashes, it's the once meager tradesman turned MMA icon. And McGregor is primed for a return to form.
Fragments of darkness creeping. My temperature's eyes burn your skin.
You know, everyone always says, oh, I want to get the old Conor back.
I always come out on top.
But that's the past. You know, focus on the present.
Surprise, surprise! The king is back. What will I find?
A career revival begins with a welterweight headliner on January 18th against a familiar lightweight staple.
The Iron Man of mixed martial arts.
The winningest fighter in UFC history.
His name is all over the record books.
Donald Cowboy Cerrone.
He will fight anyone, anywhere, anytime.
It's the fight that everyone wants to see.
Donald Cerrone does it again!
Let's go to war, baby.
There's no way he's not gonna stand a chance. You can take your little English ass and get on.
The much anticipated headliner tops a stacked card that will feature a co-main event rematch between former women's bantamweight champion Holly Holm and top 5 standout Raquel Pennington.
Both of them bloodied up, neither beaten.
Plus, Brazilian rising star Carlos Diego Ferreira
A constant, steadily evolving fighter.
takes on former lightweight champion Anthony Showtime Pettis.
Without question, one of the best talents this division has ever seen.
But before the MMA leader kicks off the new year in style, first, get ready for UFC 246 Countdown. New Mexico is one of the original hotbeds of mixed martial arts and has attracted the best fighters on earth for decades, including a proud American cowboy from nearby Colorado, who now trains out of his own personal ranch, 30 miles east of his former Albuquerque stomping grounds.
It's funny, I ended up here in Edgewood, New Mexico. At the time when I was looking, my grandfather wanted to buy me a place in Leadville, Colorado. And it's the highest city in the U.S. He's like, you should train at altitude. Everyone will come. I was like, Grandpa, who's gonna come? Like, what are you talking about? You know, and I didn't understand the vision he had at that time. We built this, and now with the ranch, like, if you build it, they will come, man. It's unbelievable.
All right, 10 seconds, as fast as you can go. Ready? Go. Fast. Move those feet, fast as you can. Come on.
Donald Cerrone's unique haven has lured many of the region's incoming fighters and trainers.
All right, pop those hips.
While these transplants enjoy a more lighthearted approach, their focus remains on Cowboy's success.
Explode off the floor as soon as you land.
It's an environment that I've created that I love, and I think all the veterans and all the old school people want to come to the ranch because they want to come have fun.
How much does he weigh?
20 pounds.
It's about the weight of the kettlebell, so I'll take it.
But don't let all the smoke and mirrors fool you, man. We train hard.
Up over your head, slam hard. When we all get together as a team, we focus on the work. It's just another count to get a win. Pop.
We have a really strong team here. Everybody's really competitive.
Glass of water in your back. No movement in your hips.
But we got lots of toys. Cowboy's all about toys and exciting things to do.
What's a good gun?
Being close to Cerrone requires living life to the fullest. And from training to leisure, Cowboy's world is not for the faint of heart. Every aspect of Cerrone's life is taken to the extreme, including a career in the UFC.
He's got it under. That is nasty. Cowboy sensing the opportunity to finish. Cowboy trying to finish the fight. Donald Cowboy Cerrone remains unbeaten in the UFC.
And on a tear, man. That guy is improving every time we see him.
This man commands your respect. If you are a fight fan, you are a fan of Donald Cerrone.
Balancing fighting with a high-octane lifestyle appears to be the perfect formula for success, as Cerrone has captured nearly every record in the game.
Most wins in UFC history, the most finishes, the most head kick knockouts.
It's about as perfectly placed a kick as you get, folks. Oh, he knocked him down with a jab. Donald's got his back. He's got it. He's got it.
Made $1.5 million just in bonuses. That's pretty cool. Where that money is gone.
One of the most active, one of the most exciting guys in the world today.
You know, I've been top 5 my entire career.
He's getting brutalized.
Dude, something in the water here. We're doing something right.
Cerrone's UFC tenure began with 15 wins in 18 fights,
Donald Cerrone does it again!
which earned him a lightweight title shot against then-champion Rafael dos Anjos. Promotion for their 2015 title bout took place at a tentpole press event, which featured some of the biggest names in the sport, including the newly crowned interim featherweight champion named Conor McGregor.
If I could speak to Rafael and Donald Cerrone, please. Conor McGregor spoke with the media this week, said he would move up to lightweight after this fight, and that each of you guys would happily give up the fight that you have right now to fight him. How do you feel about those comments? Do you agree with his evaluation?
You're damn right you take it.
Of course, man. Easy
Because
money.
I
Of
change
course,
up
you
on
got an
life.
easy money, man.
I can make you rich. I'm the money fight at all weight divisions, so everybody else up here.
Conor has no right coming up to 55. There's no way he's not gonna stand a chance. We're too big for him. We're too strong. So you can take your little English ass and, you know.
You're too slow and too stiff. You're stiff as a board. I'd snap you in half. See stiffness when I look in that 155-pound division. Slow, stiff. The featherweights, they hit like flyweights. So it's nice down there just destroying them and killing that whole division.
McGregor was positioned to challenge Jose Aldo, the greatest featherweight champion of all time. An opportunity he earned by loudly climbing the 145-pound ranks.
That is exactly why he's so dangerous. This kid's the real deal.
One UFC fight. This place is on its feet. This kid's got something.
The Irish superstar called his shots every step of the way.
I said I'd put pressure on him that he never felt before. And ultimately, shot by shot, he will crumble.
Another first round for McGregor.
Dustin thinks it's all talk, but when he wakes up with his nose plastered on the other side of his face, he's gonna know it's not all talk.
That's the real deal, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm gonna wipe out everyone in this division. I said that, and I will do it.
I see it being easy. I look forward to going at him, walk him down, heavy shots, break him, bully him, having him on the back foot.
Could he finish him here?
Just takes one clean connection from me, and it's done.
Conor McGregor is the UFC interim featherweight champion.
An interim title run gave way for the champion versus champion featherweight super fight, and McGregor seized his moment.
It's the first time that a great fighter like Jose Aldo has been forced to play the mental games that Conor McGregor is such a master at.
And ready to take out the pound-for-pound number one. Undefeated 10 years. What can they say after Jose falls?
Oh! He slapped him! The first punch he threw. Doesn't get any cleaner than that, ladies and gentlemen.
Notorious had taken over and quickly set his sights on a second UFC belt.
At 27 years of age, I stand here as the unified world champion.
I love this game. I am this game.
With weight divisions above ready for me to go at. Super fights left and right, so I'm going straight up.
To the Irish, running the game.
I love it.
The UFC's Go Big press conference in 2015 would not only promote a stacked schedule of high-profile fights, we would also see Conor McGregor cross paths with Donald Cerrone for the first time.
You're too slow and too stiff. You're stiff as a board.
One more question here for Donald Cerrone. What is your message to McGregor about the 55 division and the Shark Tank it is?
But he comes to 155, you're gonna bend his little ass over and knock the lucky charm.
See about that. First, you've got to get through a guy that whooped your ass already.
You have a monster right here at 45, Aldo about to beat your ass. You beat nobody, and you think you're gonna come up to 155, make a statement? Come on, man, sit the down.
As the year rolled on, McGregor and Cerrone would compete in their respective title bouts, yielding opposite results.
Conor McGregor steps into the octagon for the most highly anticipated matchup in the history of the featherweight division, maybe in the history of the UFC. Conor looks extremely loose, and Aldo looks like he's feeling the pressure of this moment. Conor relaxed and smiling. Oh! He slapped him!
McGregor seized the featherweight belt in 13 seconds.
The new, undisputed featherweight champion of the world, Conor McGregor.
While Cerrone fell short in the lightweight title bout with Rafael dos Anjos.
Oh, hard body kick by dos Anjos. And a good combination. Donald's in trouble. Oh my goodness, they're stopping it. Wow. Amazing performance by Rafael dos Anjos.
But no matter who owned the 155-pound belt by year's end, a 2016 matchup with McGregor would be next.
Champ Rafael dos Anjos will take on Conor McGregor, moving up from the 145-pound division. Nobody's ever held two belts at the same time here in the UFC.
I came into this promotion as a two-weight world champion. I had always wanted to replicate that. And this man across from me has a title.
My history talks by itself. I beat Ben Henderson, Nate Diaz, Anthony Pettis, Donald Cerrone twice. And I fought the guys. I fought taller guys, you know, stronger guys.
Donald don't want to fight. Donald, that wasn't a TKO. That wasn't a finish. Donald quit in there. So you can talk about your wins and losses, but at the end of the day, you've tasted that darkness of being KO'd stiff, and you will taste it again.
Just 12 days before McGregor was set to challenge the lightweight champ, his plans to capture a second UFC belt would abruptly fall apart.
Champion Rafael dos Anjos is out of UFC 196, suffering a broken foot last week. Conor McGregor will be fighting on this card, and there's not going to be any shortage of candidates that are putting their hand in the air and want that fight.
The front runners to next face McGregor were former bantamweight title challenger Uriah Faber.
Do you believe I'm a fearful man? I believe I'd kill you stone dead.
Welterweight superstar Nate Diaz.
Conor McGregor, you're taking everything I work for. I'm gonna fight your ass. You know what's the real fight? What's the real money fight is me.
And recent lightweight contender Donald Cerrone.
I just got done with the fight. And they called me and said, you want to fight Conor? I was like, hell yeah, I do.
All right, 3 minutes easy. 55 RPMs, start. Work on that tall posture, stay tall. There you go.
Usually they call and I say yes, and that's it. I've never had, like, they call, I say yes, and they say, okay, we'll get back to you. I've never had that option, so it's like, I don't know what to do.
I say we get this workout in just like we would if it was happening.
All right, 3 minutes.
Got 20 on, 10 off. Take a minute break, we'll do it again. Yeah.
So we started getting ready and getting fired up, and then
Nothing.
All right, Dana, the show will go on. So, who is McGregor going to fight?
He will fight Nate Diaz. You know, we figured that this would be the most exciting fight. It's the fight that Conor really wanted.
Who, Diaz? It's us. All right.
Cerrone's willingness to face McGregor on short notice was emblematic of his entire career, where he earned a reputation for accepting short-notice fights, a reputation that has kept coaches on their toes.
Yeah, let's go.
Ready? Go. Biggest thing about working for Cowboy is availability. Yes. You just have to be available at the drop of a dime. Step in between, slap from here, in between. Nice job, Cowboy. Next person, here we go. There's been times where I've left Sunday morning on the flight, land Sunday evening, we've already got a fight lined up. So it's exciting at times. Very nice. Get him down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Nice.
I remember the kickboxing days. That was kind of the mantra back then as well. So they'd call me on like a Wednesday and say, hey, we need you in Istanbul, Turkey, or we need you in Morocco, Africa, or we need you in Japan. Oh, on Friday. And I'd be like, hell yeah, I'm out of here.
There you go, there you go, there you go.
Good. I was just the guy they know that could call. Hey, we know a wild cowboy that'll show up and take that fight.
Oh, there it is. Just get him down, get him down. Very nice.
Kind of like I am today.
This is the Iron Man of mixed martial arts. It lives by that three-word motto, anyone, anywhere, anytime.
Donald is more than happy to step in and fight one of the best fighters in the world 15 days after a fight, and it's one of the reasons why people love this dude.
Win or lose, I'm here every damn time.
And he's one of the most active guys in the UFC and demands fights all the time.
There's the tap. Donald Cowboy Cerrone by submission. Cowboy has been in there with anybody you can possibly think of. Cowboy Cerrone taking out welterweights left and right.
70, 55, I don't give a
Donald loves fighting. He fights at his best when he fights very frequently.
He is still so motivated. Can't wait to train. Can't wait to get in there.
Donald Cowboy Cerrone lives for this moment.
He wants to fight. He wants to get in there and knock you out cold.
Oh, that's it! Out cold!
Are you kidding me?
Donald Cerrone, ladies and gentlemen! Thank you very much for another awesome fight.
You got it. Thank you, everybody. I love this.
Had Cerrone been the one to face McGregor on short notice instead of Nate Diaz, it could have been life-changing.
Nate Diaz took this fight on 11 days' notice, but in my opinion, is going to be the most difficult test of Conor McGregor's career. Oh! Nate's hurting him. He's hurting him. Conor's in serious trouble. Look out for the guillotine. The guillotine. He's got him flattened out. He's got the choke. He tapped. He tapped. He tapped.
Diaz would become the first to defeat McGregor in the UFC.
Nate Diaz, he just shook up the world.
Which lit McGregor's fire brighter than ever before.
Conor McGregor has the chance to correct the mistakes he made in the first fight better, and figure out the puzzle that Nate Diaz presents. Oh! Conor caught him. Oh, tagged him again with the left hand. He tags him again. He explodes. He moves very fast. So far, just a perfect strategy by Conor.
He avenged defeat in the rematch.
Nate is bloodied up real bad.
Which was the most watched pay-per-view event ever at the time.
Congratulations on winning this rematch.
Surprise, surprise, the king is back.
But McGregor would not stop there.
Conor wants to go down as the greatest of all time. To be the greatest of all time, you have to do what Conor's been willing to do. Step up, fight all the best fighters, put the biggest fights on the line, and that's what he's doing, and that's what he's going to do tonight as well.
He then achieved his goal of winning the lightweight title by taking it from the division's new king, Eddie Alvarez.
They're not on my level. If you come in anywhere equal to me, I'm going to rip your whole head off, I swear to God.
Thus, becoming the UFC's first double champion.
Oh, that looks good. That looks good, God bless.
And still, McGregor wanted more.
We got two of the best
He would next break the global pay-per-view buy rate record in a crossover boxing match with Floyd Mayweather.
When I count to three, what's up till I'm down? I want this entire leader. What's up New York City? To scream, what's up London? F*** the Mayweathers. 1, 2, 3. McGregor, Mayweather, face off. F*** the Mayweathers. Baby, we did it.
McGregor had reached the peak of fame and fortune in the fight game.
Started from the bottom, now I'm here. Oh my God.
So the only direction left to go was down.
He got tagged, he's hurt.
By 2017,
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Conor McGregor's position as the top attraction in combat sports was firmly established. He had reached the ceiling of notoriety, and the throes of a celebrity lifestyle began to take their toll.
It feels like it's been one thing after the other. He attacked people inside the cage at an MMA event recently. He pissed off a judge during a speeding ticket. There were reports that he got in a bar fight and he's on a bad list with the Irish Mafia.
You want to plead guilty to those charges just a little bit?
McGregor was stripped of his UFC belts amidst an ongoing hiatus and became known more for wrongdoings than fighting, many of which surrounded a merciless vendetta with the new lightweight champion, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Ти 40 человек за собрал меня напугать решил, что ли, жесть? Если ты был бы мужчиной, ты мне отправил бы смс-ку.
I regret my actions that led me here today. Conor McGregor ambushed this tour bus filled with UFC fighters.
I understand the seriousness of this matter, and I'm hopeful that it gets resolved soon. Thank you, everyone.
Conor McGregor, will he fight again?
McGregor returned in 2018 to settle the score with Nurmagomedov, and did so with a vile disposition. Such was the villain he had become.
Did you not see me right in front of you outside the bus? I showed you my hands, no weapons. You talked a big game, now I'm here, right in front of you. Do something about it. Do something about it.
Because of his personality, because of his skill set, because of his spectacular success inside the octagon, it makes this so interesting. I mean, this is such a heated moment of anticipation.
26 have tried, 26 have failed, and tonight with status as the most dominant force in the game, Khabib Nurmagomedov is chasing the biggest win of his career.
The grudge match with Nurmagomedov was the most watched mixed martial arts contest of all time.
McGregor continues to bank that body work, and he gets tripped right down.
One that boiled over in the immediate aftermath.
Still undisputed!
And McGregor's downward spiral continued.
Mixed martial arts fighter Conor McGregor arrested.
Oh, no, no,
mayhem!
Accused of grabbing the cell phone of an English tourist, smashing it, and keeping it.
Dana White in there trying to restore order.
Take him to his dressing room.
Strong arm robbery, misdemeanor criminal mischief.
Conor will be suspended for 6 months for his role in that post-fight brawl.
Cold Cock's a 60-year-old guy.
He told the judge nothing of this nature will happen again regarding me.
Who would believe that at this point?
It's always something with Conor McGregor.
Conor got so big so fast because he did everything he said he was going to do. There's just so many questions that I think as a man, he needs to answer for himself. That's what it boils down to, you know? You look yourself in the mirror and you're like, yeah, I want to be like him.
We got to get the baddest ass fighter set up in the baddest ass gear.
There you go.
Cerrone has handled success better than most.
Boom!
Isolating himself from temptation and setting a good example for his 18-month-old son, Danger.
There's a lot of things I wish my parents showed me when I was younger, and that I plan on, you know, passing on and teaching him, but really just teaching him how to be a good man. That's what I'm looking to teach him, you know, how to be a good
blue-collar American, man.
Part of the group now, guys. Yeah, you can take one of the sleds and ride it, you know? Our guys will just bunny up, we don't care.
Yeah, we'll try it.
We're at 11,000 feet. It's like an active recovery day. Plus, it's a lot of fun, so we like to do that.
On this day, Daxon Danger Cerrone receives a lesson in active rest. And while snowmobiling is not your typical form of relaxation, it's a perfect fit for adrenaline junkies like his dad.
I kind of have a quote that says, live a life worth living. You know, the fights are cool, don't get me wrong. I love getting in there and fighting, but the journey is the funnest part.
Cowboy's Hall of Fame journey is one of a kind.
And of course now it always starts with a kiss to his son, Danger.
And the birth of his son has added a new source of motivation that has led to some of the best performances of his career.
This is an older Cowboy, a wiser Cowboy.
He's looking to reverse it, ends up on top, and his arm is trapped there by Cowboy.
15 seconds, he taps! And since that little guy has entered his life, we have seen a whole new Cowboy inside the octagon.
Kick knocks Hernandez down. Hernandez nearly out, that's it. Donald Cowboy Cerrone.
Ah, baby boy. We got a little baby right there, Daxon Danger. That's what I'm here for now.
His name is all over the record books, Cowboy Cerrone.
He will fight anyone, anywhere, anytime. Cerrone stepping on the gas here, trying to get the finish.
Oh! Big kick from Cerrone. Iaquinta to his back again.
Big shot there from Cerrone. Incredible fight.
Donald Cowboy Cerrone is a winner again. And immediately Cerrone points to his son Danger and he fights for them.
Cerrone's career has remained active, and his last 11 fights took place over a 3.5-year span that saw Conor McGregor compete in the UFC only once. And after spending most of his time dealing with the consequences of indiscretions, McGregor was ready to make things right. He laid distractions to rest and embraced the mindset that once brought him worldwide acclaim. A determined mindset, fixated on greatness.
The trappings of fame are not nice, you know what I mean? It's easy to lose focus.
You're ready.
Sometimes you just go through the motions and you tell yourself things, but you don't execute on them. I've had many iconic moments and many great moments, and that came through commitment and consistency, and I'm happy now I'm in a position where full steam ahead.
No matter what life brings, McGregor will never stray from the fight game indefinitely. And after another year on the shelf, it was finally time to come back.
Conor McGregor's return to the octagon was made official. He now has a fight with Donald Cerrone on the books for January 18th at T-Mobile Arena.
Donald Cerrone has occupied McGregor's list of potential opponents for years, and their long-anticipated matchup is finally official. So McGregor concludes one of his best training camps in recent memory, where the fight will soon take place.
We're here in the desert, Las Vegas. You can see the cactuses. You have no idea how good this feels to be back on US soil, American soil. Las Vegas, it's my second home here. You know, I've fought many times throughout the years. I love it here. Feeling really, really good.
Preparing for battle in the fight capital, means nightly sessions at the UFC Performance Institute, with the army of training partners that join McGregor on the long journey from Ireland. An army led by the man who knows notorious best, head coach John Kavanagh.
Practice a double, we'll do this back and forward just to warm up. Pick up a single, I reach for the hip, knee tap and push him over. Yes. As a coach, when your fighter achieves all the goals he set out to achieve, it's the worst day of your life. Because what's going to motivate them? All right, get a little bit of space in the mat for yourselves. Just watch your area. Ready? Round one. He won the belts, he won the money, and I think it took him a while to find out what else was there going to be for him to achieve. Good job, good dig. But he found a new incentive, and that new incentive is to be the best Conor McGregor we've ever seen. Be free to go for your arm. I genuinely believe this is the best he's ever been.
Boy, am I hitting hard. I am sitting down on shots. And I'm gonna hurt Donald. Right now, I'm in a phenomenal place, and I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna put him away.
A lot of guys say anywhere, anytime, but then when they become somebody, it changes. Cowboy never does.
This is the return, right? He's making his comeback, but he's fighting a guy who takes no goes in there and throws down. Every time I bring everything I got into the octagon, man, so I'm winning, 100%.
McGregor and Cerrone are finally set to throw down in a welterweight headliner, positioning the winner for a breakout year. Each man controls his own destiny, and we will all bear witness on January 18th.
It just seems to be one of those punches and fighters just get shocked by.
Donald the Cowboy Cerrone.
I'm gonna stand there, I'm gonna give it everything I got.
Taking out welterweights left and right.
We'll meet him in the middle, we're gonna throw down.
Conor McGregor has been in there with some of the very best in the world and beaten them.
They can expect ease up and fireworks.
Looking for another signature moment in a career with many of them.